Hey guys, ZZI Rocco here, bringing you guys another episode of O.P.W.W, aka Overpowered Weapons of the Week. Now, this is a series I started last Tuesday. If this is your first time watching O.P.W.W, then what this pretty much is I explain to you the most overpowered weapon of the week in Modern Warfare 3. Now, if you're wondering what week it is, you can actually check the date under the video. But it's April 24th today, 2012. It'll say the date, it'll say the month, like, you know, the date. Now, actually, just to get into this, I'm actually going to talk about my Twitter first. Now, I do have a Twitter. Now, I had a question. Someone asked me a question in a message asking, "What's your Twitter?" I didn't have Twitter, but now I do. I'll leave a link to my page or my channel on Twitter. I'm new, so I don't know what it's called. Yes, I'm a newbie kind of in Twitter anyway. So you guys can follow me on Twitter. I mostly keep it updated. Well, I try to keep it updated at least. It's not necessarily the most, but I try. Anyway, now to get into the overpowered weapons of the week, just to start it off, really, the overpowered weapon of the week is the ACR 6.8. Now, everyone just calls it the ACR, but if you don't know, it's the ACR 6.8 from Modern Warfare 3 with red dot sight, with flinch, kick, really anything you want. You can, just have any proficiency, but make sure you got a red dot or silencer. I found that those two attachments are the best for the ACR currently. They may change, but currently those are the two best attachments. Now, make sure you can have any proficiency, like I just said. Now, what the ACR is, like a description of it, is it's a medium to long. It can be used at close range, but it's mostly a medium range weapon. Like most assault rifles are. It has minimal kick, so very small kick, but it does if it's fully automatic. It is fairly powerful this week, so that's why it's on the episode of O.P.W.W. Now, the rate of fire isn't the fastest for it, so yeah, you're gonna have to keep that in mind. But it is a fairly good defensive weapon. Like, I'm a defensive player. I don't really rush. I'm more sneaky defensive. I like to stay in the spots where no one really is. I don't really like close combat. That's why I usually use assault rifles, but I do use submachine guns sometimes on maps like Mission or any really close range maps where you turn a corner and the guy's right there. Submachine guns are really good for that. Now, I'm not saying assault rifles aren't, but my favorite assault rifle for close range I'd have to give to the M4A1 because it's a really good no-scoping weapon and it's fairly powerful. I was using it actually the game before 2 games ago, and it was fairly strong, but I found that the ACR was the most powerful weapon out of all of them. But, just like the underdog almost for this game, I know it was like the king badass in Modern Warfare 2, but kind of the Star L. Not very many people use it, but I seem to pick it up actually in this video and seem to get my AC-130 with it. So it's not necessarily bad, but you can't depend on it to do everything. You'll like it, and then you'll hate it. You have to give it a break, and you'll like it again. It's like on and off. Now, with the ACR and weapons like that, it's reliable. You know it's gonna get the job done most of the time if you have good accuracy with it. Now, moving on to the next thing I really want to talk about just fairly fast is that the secondaries. Now, I have a question. What do I use? I don't know if you guys know this, but I mostly use the FMG9s. Now, yes, I do have the 2,500 kill challenge with the FMG9s, because I've used them ever since the game started. Now, just to make sure that, I use Semtex, and I always use Assault, just so that person who asked it. Anyway guys, that's my class setup. You know, the most overpowered weapon of this week, which ACR 6.8 got the trophy, which I'm sure it'll get much more trophies for it because it is just an awesome weapon, like I said. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. This is the Rocco, and I'm out. Peace.